something is definitely going on between Calvin Ford and Gervonta Davis. Now, we all seen that knockdown in the 9th round, but what you probably didn't see is what happened after that in between rounds. Check this out.
You guys calm down, listen to me.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Real men stuff right there. Real men stuff.
Because you don't know how this came together. You said you dropped a whisper on me.
Roger never got trainer of the year when Floyd was fighter of the year.
Yeah.
His dad never got trainer of the year. So, I've been openly expressing that. And I think it's time that Calvin gets his just due.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis, a prominent figure in the boxing world, has long been associated with his trainer and mentor, Calvin Ford. However, recent events have cast a shadow over this partnership, culminating in a heated exchange during an Instagram live session where Davis reportedly exclaimed some seriously offensive words towards Ford.
At DC, they call me Mo.
I'm just a young nigga, be out here on the
Calvin is Calvin. You know what I mean? I got Calvin tatted on me. Calvin ain't going nowhere. Y'all don't even know Calvin for CCO. I know Calvin, you know what I mean? I don't know. Calvin is Pops. He ain't going nowhere. I got that nigga tatted on me. This shit life. Loyalty over everything. It's just,
Born on November 7, 1994, in Baltimore, Maryland, Gervonta Davis faced numerous challenges in his early life. Growing up in a city plagued by crime and poverty, Davis found solace in boxing at a tender age. His introduction to the sport came through the Upton Boxing Center, where he first crossed paths with Calvin Ford. Ford, a former drug dealer who transformed his life after serving time in federal prison, had become a beacon of hope for many youth in Baltimore. His journey from the streets to the boxing gym was so impactful that it inspired the character Dennis Cuddy Wise in HBO's acclaimed series The Wire. Under Ford's mentorship, Davis honed his skills quickly, rising through the amateur ranks. His dedication and raw talent were evident, leading him to amass over 200 amateur victories, including the National Golden Gloves title in 2012. Ford's influence extended beyond the ring, providing Davis with guidance, discipline, and a sense of purpose, steering him away from the pitfalls that ensnared many of their peers. Davis's professional debut in 2013 marked the beginning of a meteoric rise, and with Ford at his corner, he secured the IBF Super Featherweight title in 2017 after defeating Jose Pedraza at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. This victory not only showcased Davis's prowess, but also solidified the trainer-fighter duo's reputation in the boxing community. Their bond was palpable, with Davis often referring to Ford as a father figure in interviews. Davis is credited for much of his success, stating, "Calvin's always been like that father figure to me because he's always been around me since I was young."
Tank, when you first met Calvin, the first time you met him, what do you remember at age 7?
When I met him, I think he brushed me off because he had a fight on. He had a fight on right there. I think he brushed me off.
He was a baby.
I was a baby.
He was a baby. No, but guess what? When he got around me, how did that treat you?
Yeah.
He used to be at the gym, and man, I still hear screaming voice in my head.
Yeah, we was all kids. Like everybody that came up with us is still with us. We came up like kids. We were, Coach Kenny been around.
However, in recent months, tensions have surfaced in the relationship between Davis and Ford. Around 3 months ago, speculation arose about a potential split between the two. Addressing the situation in an interview, Ford expressed his feelings, saying, "Many people don't truly understand my struggles, my beliefs, and the emotions I carry, but I know what they mean to me." Meanwhile, Davis shared his own thoughts on the separation, highlighting his focus on personal growth and a fresh direction in his career. He stated, "The fewer people you surround yourself with, the fewer problems you have to face."
Don't fuck with Coach Cal. When Tank was walking up, it looked like Coach Cal was about to give him that hug like you always do, and Tank just brushed him off like, "Fuck out of here, nigga." Whoop, excuse me. Fuck out of here, nigga. Now it seems like Coach Cal on point, so you're not paying Tank no mind. And Tank go over here, he go to this nigga, and watch this shit that he do. He gonna lift his jacket up, and like, our conversation is a secret, I don't want him to hear it, type shit. Like, yo, what's up with Coach Cal and Tank? They really don't fuck with each other? Like, what? And he brush him off again, like, don't touch me type shit. Like, you see?
Last year, Ford was arrested on charges of misuse and possession of a deadly weapon in Nevada. According to reports, Ford was taken into custody by Baltimore police as he left the Upton Boxing Center in Baltimore, Maryland, and was awaiting extradition to Nevada to face the charges. Following Ford's arrest, Davis announced a professional separation from his trainer. Davis expressed his respect for Ford, but emphasized the need to focus on his career and personal growth during this period. He stated, "I've always respected Calvin and what he's done for my career, but at the end of the day, I have to do what's best for me and my team."
A boxer who is widely acknowledged as the face of the sport of boxing, if not one of the faces. His longtime trainer, mentor, big brother, uncle, father figure, and Coach Calvin Ford. Now we know Coach Calvin Ford has been arrested recently. Over the past week, he has been arrested. And now more details are surfacing as he's still detained. And Coach Calvin is in some very hot water according to these accusations, allegedly.
The split from Ford marks a significant transition in Davis's career. While the full impact remains to be seen, Davis has expressed confidence in his ability to continue his success in the ring. He remains focused on his upcoming bouts and is determined to maintain his status as one of boxing's top competitors. The professional separation between Gervonta Davis and Calvin Ford signifies the end of a notable chapter in both their careers. As Davis continues his journey in boxing, the influence of Ford's mentorship will remain a significant part of the story. The boxing community will undoubtedly watch closely to see how this development influences Davis's future performance and career trajectory.
Actually, I know a guy that you always say we gave him that star. I know you want to take it away. He got upset. His thoughts on Pitbull Riot. What's your thoughts on that one? It still could be made. I think it's still marketable. Because some people say that Pitbull won. They're saying that it was a robbery.
No, the guy clearly beat Pitbull. Pitbull knows it. Man. It took a little bit of fire out of it, you know what I'm saying? You know, again, Pitbull had a nice little run doing what he's doing, you know? So right now, we just figuring out who's next.
Do it add to the fire that Tank and Michael go up and get the 140 strap against Ryo?
Like I said, anything.
In the wake of Ford's legal troubles, Davis made the difficult decision to part ways with his longtime trainer. While Davis has not publicly criticized Ford, his statement suggests a pragmatic approach to the situation. In an interview, Davis explained, "This is a tough moment for everyone involved, but I have to keep my focus on the ring. I owe it to myself, my fans, and my family to stay on track." The split has raised questions about the dynamics within Davis's broader team. Ford was not only a trainer, but also a cornerstone of Davis's support system. Replacing such an influential figure will undoubtedly be a challenging task, both professionally and personally. In 2017, Davis won his first world title by defeating Jose Pedraza for the IBF Super Featherweight belt. Ford's game plan was instrumental in this victory, showcasing Davis's ability to adapt and dominate. Ford was by Davis's side as he transitioned into a pay-per-view star, headlining blockbuster events that attracted millions of viewers. Davis's career has not been without its challenges, including legal issues and public scrutiny. Through it all, Ford remained a steady presence, providing guidance and support. Despite their professional separation, Davis has expressed his respect and gratitude for Ford. "Calvin will always be a part of my journey," Davis said. "I wouldn't be where I am today without him, and I hope for the best for him moving forward."
Who do you want to see? You, as a guy that's in his trainer, that's like a father figure to him, you're training him all the time, you know him, both y'all from the streets of Baltimore the whole bit. Who do you want to see Tank fight next?
I want him to get all of them that ran their mouth.
Give me the names. I need names, Calvin. I need names.
You already know. We went down to, we working on the big four. It was Garcia. That's the first one. Roma, I hope we get him soon. Shakur, he's going to get it. He know he's going to get it. It's just Bob is in charge of that. You know what I'm saying? Bob know what he's doing over there. You can't tell Bob how to run his game because he's like a vet at this. He's been doing it for so many years. That's going to happen. All the fights that we'll want, they have no choice. They're going to take the fight when it's time to take the fight. It's just right now, who's going to take the fight? That's the question.
Ford's coaching philosophy emphasized fundamentals, discipline, and adaptability. He believed in tailoring training to suit Davis's unique style, focusing on aspects like footwork, combination punching, and defensive strategies. In a 2020 interview, Ford highlighted the importance of jab, stating, "There are actually 3 speeds to the jab. Some people don't know that." Despite their long-standing relationship, tensions began to surface in recent times. The boxing world was taken aback when, during an Instagram live session, Davis and Ford engaged in a heated argument. The confrontation escalated rapidly, with Davis shouting at Ford before abruptly ending the live stream. This public outburst left fans and analysts speculating about the underlying issues that could have led to such a fallout.
When in the gym, the last one out the gym, Tank used to sit on the ring like this and watch me train him.
How old is he at this point?
He was like 7, 8.
Okay.
A lot of stuff that I was giving my son was giving it to Tank. So it was a perfect fit. Tank was like the family, you know what I'm saying? And he used to sit at the table because I had another kid named Ramon Manning. He liked to play with them guns, you know what I'm saying? And when I lost him, I was hurt because that was my first time losing a fighter that you put so much into. Remember, I said, Tank, my money running out. And he just looked at me and said, "Believe in me, coach. Believe." That's what did it.
When he said that,
It's still...
Damn.
I don't hear Tank as the day. I hear Tank as that little boy. Believe in me, coach. And he came in the gym one day and he said, "Coach, I seen it." I said, "What you seen?" "I had all the belts on me." He said, "I'm gonna be that dude." The rest is history.
Damn, I got goosebumps low-key. That's good.
Davis and his longtime trainer have mutually ended their partnership, a relationship that began in Davis's youth. This separation has sparked discussions within the boxing community about its potential impact on Davis's career and future training arrangements. In his recent fight against Lamont Roach on March 1st, 2025, Davis retained his WBA lightweight title after majority draw, with judges scoring 115 to 113 for Davis and 114 to 114 twice. A controversial moment occurred in the 9th round when Davis took a knee, which was not scored as a knockdown by referee Steve Willis. Some analysts believe that the change in training may have affected Davis's performance in this bout.
Specifically picked me because I'm going to be an easy cakewalk.
Yep.
Everybody in the world knows that's not going to happen. I mean, like, that's not going to happen. Him personally, he know that. I think he chose me because I am going to be one of the better opponents that he's faced in his entire career, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
By evidence of what? Your record? Because you had to get, if I'm not mistaken, you had to get permission to be bumped up to that weight class of lightweight in order to fight, because you're in the what, range of 130?
Yeah, I'm the champion at 130.
You're the world champion at 130 and he's 135. Yeah, so aren't there other fighters he could have fought within an upper weight class like Canelo? I've heard a lot of people say, why isn't he fighting Canelo rather than Roach? What's up with that?
On March 1st, 2025, Davis faced Lamont Roach at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. The fight concluded with majority draw, allowing Davis to retain his WBA lightweight title. The judges scored the bout 115 to 113 in favor of Davis and 114 to 114 twice. A pivotal moment occurred in the 9th round when Davis unexpectedly took a knee after a jab from Roach. The referee, Steve Willis, did not count it as a knockdown, a decision that sparked controversy and debate among fans and analysts.
Tank, you voluntarily took a knee midway through this fight. It was not ruled a knockdown. What happened?
I just got my hair done 2 days ago and she put grease in my shit, so the shit was like, you know, like when you sweating and things like that and the grease come in my face, it burnt my eyes type shit. Damn, why y'all bored like I'm saying bullshit? Like, this is real facts. Come on, man. Look at my hair. I just got my shit done. But it's all cool, man. You know how I get. They love you and then they hate you. Try around there, love you again. You know what I mean?
In the fight against Lamont Roach, Calvin Ford pointed out that Tank didn't take his game to the next level. As expected, one of the key issues was that Tank didn't capitalize on opportunities to dominate and instead allowed the fight to remain competitive. Ford mentioned that Tank historically enjoys inflicting punishment rather than just securing knockouts. But in this fight, he didn't assert himself as much as he could.
He do in this fight that that you felt he could have done and whatnot, and pretty much opened the fight up to being a draw.
Well, like I said again, they've been knowing each other since they were little. And Roach, he stepped up for the cause. He stepped up. You know what I'm saying? And again, Tank history. I always sit there and tell you I don't like knockouts, like punishment. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes things gotta happen to make you get back to where you belong at. You know what I'm saying? And that was a good, skillful ass fight. Skillful. Both of them went take certain chances, some of them take chances, you know what I'm saying? We seen, it was like we was on a boat and it's just like this, you know?
Roach, on the other hand, stepped up and showed his skill, making the fight more challenging. Ford noted that both fighters were taking calculated risks, but Tank didn't push the pace or impose his will in the way he had in previous fights. There were moments where he could have done more to separate himself from Roach, but instead the fight remained close. Ford seemed to suggest that sometimes a tough fight is necessary to refocus and get back to the level where Tank belongs. Ultimately, Ford acknowledged Roach's preparation and resilience, highlighting that he took shots that would have hurt most fighters. However, the takeaway was that Tank could have done more to secure a clear victory rather than allowing the fight to be as close as it was.
Just did. We got off the canvas once. It ain't about the dub with me. It's about that you got that will against will. I don't know. I know I can. I ain't pushed no buttons with Tank yet. I came from a different beast. I understand what we got to go against every time we get in there. That square box of lunch is serious. So when I talk to him, he know what I'm talking about. But let's see. April the 22nd, Tehran.
The fight itself was closely contested, with Davis taking a knee in the 9th round due to an eye issue. Though it was not ruled a knockdown by the referee, punch statistics indicated that Roach landed more shots overall, while Davis was more accurate. Ultimately, the judges scored the bout as a majority draw, allowing Davis to retain his WBA lightweight title. The exact reasons behind Ford's absence from Davis's corner remain undisclosed, leading to speculation about potential changes in there. Professional relationships and fans believe that the lack of Ford's guidance may have contributed to Davis's less than expected performance. As Davis's career progresses, observers will be keen to see how his training dynamics evolve and what impact this will have on his future bouts. Calvin Ford has consistently demonstrated a profound understanding of Tank Davis's psyche, knowing precisely which motivational triggers to activate to transform him into a formidable force in the ring this deep. Seated connection has been pivotal in Davis's string of victories, with Ford emphasizing their mutual comprehension during training sessions. However, in a recent bout against Lamont Roach, Davis appeared distracted, lacking the focus that typically characterizes his performances. Observers noted that without Ford's presence, Davis seemed less engaged, leading to a performance that fell short of expectations. This deviation underscores the significance of their partnership in maintaining Davis's competitive edge.